And let me turn up my Mac and music. Now, like I said, on today's show, we're going to talk about the 7 levels of disrespect by women. And on a side note, a couple of my listeners, you guys have sent me this videotape, this clip that's going around the net right now, and it's been on the news out here, of this dude socking this female in the face at McDonald's. They're looking for this dude now in LA, down on Crenshaw Boulevard. It was this dude in McDonald's with his kids, and they have like video surveillance of it. And some hood rat kind of got up in the guy's face because he jumped in line in front of her, or she said he jumped in line. And you can't hear the audio, but you can see the visual of the female just kind of talking slick to the dude. And a few seconds later, this dude just kind of two-pieced her and kind of laid her out a little bit. And now they're looking for the dude. They're saying that the girl was 16, the victim was 16, and the guy, they're going to prosecute him. And I'm kind of torn on this. Now, should the guy have gave her a two-piece? Nah. Just curse her out, tell her to get the fuck out your face. But I understand where he's coming from. I tell dudes all the time, and I've said this on this show a million times. On the West Coast, it's a whole different thing. Females can't be coming at motherfuckers all sideways and crazy and talking slick to dudes out here because they play by different rules. Now, a lot of people might say, oh, a real man wouldn't do that. Whatever makes you sleep at night, cool. But out here, when women talk slick, eventually something's going to happen to your ass. We have a lot of little hood rats who grow up thinking that it's cool to just talk slick and say anything slick to anybody, and that's not going to work. And I'm telling you ladies out there, especially ladies who come visit LA and come visit the West Coast, I know back down south you talk to niggas fucked up. I know on the East Coast you talk to niggas crazy, but when you come out here you better check your shit. All that, a real man wouldn't hit. That shit don't fly out here. They just don't play by those rules. A lot of motherfuckers back east, you know that the police is going to be right there. The fact that you know that law enforcement is so willing to lock up niggas, you think it's cool to come up and just put your finger in anybody's face and talk crazy. If you do that, you need to be prepared for the consequences that may happen. Now, the young girl that got into the confrontation with the man at McDonald's, she was 16 years old. So that happens all the time out here. She's 16. It just hadn't happened to her yet. It just happened to happen on film. But girls get the shit knocked out of them out here all the time. That's why when women reach around 2021, they know how to check themselves a little bit. They don't talk that slick shit as much as they did when they were teens, because something happens to their asses sooner or later. Because the police response out here ain't as fast as it is in other cities. The cops ain't going to rush to come get some slick talking hood rat. So you just kind of have to rest on your own marbles out here. It's like cause and effect. If you cause some shit to happen, the shit will happen. And again, not to justify anything, but I understand where this dude was kind of coming from, because this man is at McDonald's with his kids, and some hood rat comes up to you talking crazy. You don't know what this person is going to do. You don't know if it's a crackhead. You don't know what this woman is going to do. You don't know if she's going to pull out a weapon or a blade or mace or do something to your kids. So automatically, shit, somebody get in your face and you with your kids, you kind of get in protective mode. And the dude on the film, on the videotape, he was like, fuck that. He swung hard. That nigga had some old Kimbo Slice combinations he put on this little bit. But women, check yourself. All that, oh, I'm a girl, so I can say whatever. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to me because I'm a girl. No, you don't know who you're dealing with out here. Y'all can't be dealing with random people running your mouths, not knowing who you're dealing with. You don't know what's going on in a person's life. That's just my little public service announcement to the ladies out there. Watch what you say and who you say it to. The slick mouth shit, that's not going to fly no more. Especially out here. In other cities, I can, whatever. But out here on the West Coast, that shit ain't flying, ladies. But I digress. And speaking of disrespect, we're going to get into the 7 levels of disrespect. But let me take this call. Somebody calling me. What's going on?
Hello, Tyreek.
What's going on? Who's this?
This is Jerron from North Carolina.
Jerron from North Carolina. What's going on? What's on your mind, man?
I just want to... Hello, can you hear me?
You on the pipe? What are you doing over there, Jerron?
I'm in my house. Hold on.
The hell is this? The hell is that activity? What's going on, bro? Sound like there's a raping going on in your house.
Yeah, I know. We just get a fag signal in the house, but I just want to give a shout out to you. I just want to thank you for writing those books, because I needed that good information.
There you go. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Are you coming down to the lecture in Atlanta?
Probably not, but I will next time.
Okay.
I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
Can you do a show about the feminist movement?
Absolutely.
And how it affects man and female relationship?
Absolutely. And I've touched on that on several shows, but I think I'm going to do a whole show about the whole feminist movement and talk about how it affects black male and female relationships. So I'll touch on that pretty soon. But thanks for the call, player.
All right, no problem.
Sure. Yeah, brother had a lot of shit going in his house. Sound like he had a bitch hostage up in there or something. But I digress. Anyway, fellas, get your pens and paper out. We're going to talk about the 7 levels of disrespect from women. See, fellas, when you deal with women and you're in a relationship with women, there are basically 7 levels of disrespect that you have to check early on. A lot of you guys let a lot of stuff fly and the levels escalate and they escalate, and sooner or later something dangerous is going to happen. So you have to check the levels of disrespect very early. You have to nip them in the bud very, very early. So we're going to go to level 1. The first level of disrespect when you're in a relationship with a woman is combativeness. Fellas, you ever been in a relationship with a woman and whatever you say something, she just says the opposite just for the sake of saying it? If you say tomato, she says tomato. If she says, well, I think John McCain is going to lose, she might say, well, I think he might win. Even though she don't believe that, she's just saying it just to be combative. If you say, well, I want to go to Denny's to eat dinner. I don't want to go to Denny's. I want to go to Red Lobster. Everything is combative. Combativeness is a passive-aggressive form of disrespect. All that is like a way of her testing you out to see if she can take it to the next level. That's why you have to nip it in the bud early. Now, after combativeness goes to level 2. It goes to slick comments. Level 2 is slick ass comments. Like if you say something, she might say something real smart or real slick, like a diss. But it's real slick though. Like if you say, well, you know what, baby, I'm thinking about going to school to get my master's in communication. She might say, yeah, right. Now that might seem a little innocent, but that's very disrespectful. And she knows it's disrespectful. If you say something like, you know what, I'm thinking about, starting my own business. Please. Fella, you've dealt with women like that before. They say little slick shit kind of under their breath. That's very disrespectful. Again, they're testing you. And if you let that slide, she's going to go to the next level. Level 3, which are insults. It goes beyond slick comments. She's just going to start flat out insulting you. Like, if you're having a conversation, all of a sudden she says, nigga, you're so stupid. Like, whoa. Or you're having a conversation, she's like, you so dumb. Some of y'all fellas know what I'm talking about. I've seen this. I've seen dudes talk with their ladies and their ladies be saying some crazy shit to them. Nigga, you ignorant. Like, damn. Nigga, let his lady talk to him like that? Now, fellas, if you allow women to talk to you like that with the blatant insults, it goes up to level 4. Level 4 is public embarrassments. When women get comfortable enough to insult you at home, they're going to start doing that shit in public, which is really disrespectful. You're out somewhere and they'll loud talk you. You at a restaurant, y'all eating dinner, and they'll just loud talk you like, why don't you hurry up and order? You at the grocery store, hurry up and come on. Take your dumb ass to go get the car. They're loud talking you in front of people, in front of strangers. Very disrespectful. And if you allow that to happen, if you don't nip that in the bud, women are like, okay, let me take it to another level. And that's level 5. Level 5 is slander behind your back. When they diss you at home, then they diss you in public, they're going to start dissing you when you aren't even around. They get around their girlfriends or their family like, oh, my husband is so fucking dumb. Or my man is so stupid. He's so stupid. That dumb nigga won't even take out the trash. Or they're putting your business out there in the streets. That nigga came in 30 seconds last night. Oh, he's so fucking stupid. That's very disrespectful when your partner is out there slandering your name or slandering your reputation in the streets. And if you allow that to happen, if you don't nip that in the bud, that's going to take you to level 6, which is infidelity. That's when your woman, when they're disrespecting you behind your back and disrespecting you at home, and they see they can get away with it, they're like, okay, cool, I'm going to just go out here and fuck another dude. Which is a major form of disrespect. You might think it can't get any more disrespectful than that. Majorly disrespectful. She's out there fucking another dude. And a lot of cases, a lot of you guys find out about it. Or she might admit it, or she might even leave little clues. And you find out that she's out there banging another dude. You talk to her about it or whatever, and then you quote unquote work it out. Because I've gotten lots of emails from listeners saying that their wives or their woman had an affair, but he forgave her and they worked it out. Which is, there's no working out for that shit. When they do some shit like that, the next level is a doozy. If you have a woman and she has disrespected you all the way up to level 6 and you allow that, then comes level 7. Which is the level you don't want to be in, because after that, after a woman's out there fucking another dude and you allow it, you become what's called a cuckold. And women have no respect for a cuckold. Look that word up. C-U-K... No, what is it? C-U-C-K-O-L-D. And number 7 is when they just set you up to get robbed or killed. Level 7 is when a woman will just set you up to get robbed, killed, or assaulted. Because disrespect after infidelity turns into just blatant contempt. You seen on the news women looking for hitmen to hire, trying to hire a hitman to kill their husbands. You seen this shit on the news. But yeah, if you let a woman disrespect you all the way up to level 7, your life is going to be in danger. So this game is really going to help save your life. It should never get to level 7. It should never get to level 6. When your chick is banging another dude, that's it. That is it. And to be quite honest, it shouldn't even get past level 1. That's why you nip it all in the bud early. When the combativeness thing pops off, even when you meet women, a lot of times when you meet them, the combative energy is there, and you have to check that immediately. Like if you out somewhere, you see a woman like, hey, come over here and talk to me. She might be like, no, come over here and talk to me. If I meet a woman like that, I check her ass right there. I'm like, look, check this out. You know, you and I, we just met, but look, I'm not trying to be in no battle with you. You know, I'm cool, you're cool. Let's get on the same team and make this thing pop off. I'll talk to him on some grown man shit. I don't fuck around like that. So you have to check that combativeness bullshit immediately. You don't want that to escalate at all. Don't let none of that disrespect fester, because I'm telling you, it goes to different levels. Sometimes with women, you have to save them from themselves. It's their job to test you to see how much stuff they can get away with. They will get away with whatever you let them get away with. It's just their nature. You have to check them. The most docile woman, if you let her, will be the most scandalous bitch you ever meet in your life, if you let her. That's why you have to man up and check that. Don't ever let it get to level 5 and 6 where other niggas are around, because when women start bringing other niggas around, other niggas are going to get in her ear and they're going to tell her to do something scandalous, because women can't have multiple dudes in their ear. When women start fucking other dudes and all that, she got other people in their ear, and they're going to start planting the seed of deception towards you. They're going to be like, look, I know you don't like your husband. Let's rob that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So nip all that shit in.